How's it going, everybody? Thank you for watching another episode of Short Guy Drinks Whiskey. Tonight we're having a look at another Crown Royal product, the Northern Harvest Rye.
Up until now, I really didn't have a problem with drinking whiskey out of a container that looks like this versus this. But what happens when a non-whiskey drinker like myself starts taking whiskey more seriously? Will I ever be able to tell the difference between a Scotch or a bourbon, or pull out those awesome aromas that all the sommeliers can out of a Glencairn glass? But most importantly, out of 365 days, where will I rank the world's top whiskeys versus the lower ones? Let's find out as Short Guy Drinks Whiskey.
Alright, so far most of the ryes I've had were kinda rough. Like when I get it back down into my throat and I'm trying to pull it down, it's like swallowing sandpaper. The flavor is super intense and not very enjoyable to drink. So the Northern Harvest has a few great things going for it. Number one, in 2016, it was supposed to be one of the greatest whiskeys ever to come out. A lot of people gave it great ratings, so that's a good start. And number two, that title, Northern Harvest, that's how they grow the rye up there. I think about snow on the ground, winter, and all the wonderful aromas that Christmas has, like nutmeg and cinnamon and gingerbread. And I'm just praying and hoping that when I swallow it, that it doesn't feel like sandpaper. I want to have a nice, rich, smooth, creamy texture. Let's have a closer look. Alright, let's have a closer look at this coloring in here. Nice and light. This should be very interesting. Give it some swirls here. As far as how intense the aroma is, I'm not getting a strong alcoholic smell, so it should be pretty easy to drink there. Also forgot to mention that the Crown Royal brand actually belongs to the parent company Diageo, so we're going to be following that track right down the road there with Bullet Rye or Bullet Bourbon. They also make Johnny Walker, so we're going to stay on that train as long as we can. This is looking to be pretty interesting. This does have 90% proof and 45% ABV, as you can see on their ALC, so a little bit higher than 80, right? But it still shouldn't be strong enough to burn my face off. So this could be entertaining. Let's give it a taste. All right, let's give it a sniff. Not a lot of alcoholic burn. This smells very smooth and creamy, like a creme brulee or maybe like a vanilla. Really heavy on the rye. This is 90% rye, so you're going to smell that in there. Real spicy, but not overwhelming. Not like real heavy clove. And I'm looking for a kind of typical with Crown. Not a lot of wood in it. Let's give it a taste. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, man. That is delicious. So very smooth, very creamy, just like on the nose. Very easy to drink. Long lasting. Getting a little bit of that cinnamony spice in there. Definitely rye. Oh, that's delightful. Let's go for round two. Little bit of burn in there, but not rough like sandpaper. Very smooth and very creamy. Very approachable for most people, I think. Pretty long lasting. Man, this stuff is great. Well, alright guys, now I understand why in 2016 the Northern Harvest Rye had such great reviews. It is delicious. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's long lasting. The texture is really good. It just melts right around your tongue. It gives you a little bit of spice, but it's not too strong, it's not too heavy. And I think for most people, including myself, that don't really like ryes, it's extremely approachable. Now, would I go in and buy a bottle of it? For me, probably not, because I don't really enjoy rye that much. I like my wheated whiskeys and bourbons a lot more. But if you're looking for rye and you want to experiment with making cocktails, this is a great place to start. Again, that's the Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. Perfect place to start. Alright guys, that's the ending of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to Chemo365, please do. Remember, I'll catch you guys laters.